to start on the CT side. So they'll have the advantage for the early stages of this game. They'll be hoping to maybe build a bit of a nice momentum, bit of economy early on, and try and force Endpoint into a tough position. If Endpoint are able to really dictate the economy and force Heroic into sort of half buys, eco rounds time and time again, it's going to be really tough for Heroic to sort of get going. But Endpoint have been very strong on the T sides of Train recently. We'll see if they can show that here. Winner of this match does go through to face the winner of Fnatic versus Nordavind. Loser is out, so a lot to play for here. And all these teams trying to fight for that spot, or fight for one of the 5 spots in the main event. Very slow round to begin things here. We're not giving too much away. They've got 3 players over towards the inner site. But Endpoint look like they want to maybe attack this A site. So Heroic might just have to go for the retake here. They do have Nico with a kit. He is over on that B site, so he can be rotate in and help out with getting the defuse. Cajun's going to be the one to spot out towards Ivy. Smoke blocks him off from his teammates from that Endpoint side as they push forward. Borup can't help him too well. If over the smoke, he is able to spot Thomas jump in, and he do get caught back a little bit. Cajun falls back, and now the rotate's going in for Heroic. We'll see who gets the opening kick at the kill. It's going to be Cajun, and a nade on towards Crucial does so much damage. Now there's a smoke phase. Borup's able to claim another, and Endpoint stuck in Ivy. They can't force their way out. Now 3-on-5 and 2-on-5 as Testes finds another one. Leaves it all up towards Surreal as Nico does claim the final kill. A very clean round from Heroic there, securing the pistol round for them. Alright, just going to be going for a couple MP9s here. FAMAS, M4. Cajun just wheeled in a USP. Obviously wants to get the AWP up early on Train. Don't blame him. Heroic should just be able to claim this round pretty simply. I mean, Endpoint, they actually have force bought into this one. Few Tech 9s, a couple of Deagles. We'll see if they're going to be able to open things up for Endpoint and see if they're able to find a couple of kills, or maybe even make things a little bit difficult for Heroic and finding a few frags and maybe getting the bomb down, as there's 2 players close towards Ivy here to try and hold back the Endpoint offensive in that location. The nade does quite a bit of damage towards a couple of them as they push forward now. Borup on top of the train. Needs to be careful of Thomas, who is able to trade him out. The Tech 9 finds one. Cajun now close by with the USP. Probably going to go down here. USP's not that viable against the Tech 9 player. He goes very aggressive, trying to find the frags. Not expecting armor maybe for the Endpoint side. Nico does bring things back into a 3-on-3. So, stabilizing for Heroic, but Surreal. Another reasonably priced frag coming out for Kia. Stown is unable to find anything as he is just taking out the round, but Testes a lovely double, finding 2. Surreal and Mighty Max going down, leaves it just up towards Crucial. And can the Flying Dutchman find anything here? Player on his right that he's not checked for. Oh no, this is awkward. They've passed each other. Crucial going to be walking through the smoke and misses out on the easy frag. I don't know even why he didn't even check to the right. Instead, he's going to find Testes over by Popdog, but it's now just a 1 versus 1. Goes for the bomb. 10 seconds left. If only he'd found that frag on towards Nico, he'd maybe have a chance. He's just going to be playing towards the back of the site, trying to bait out Crucial. I think he just got the plan in time, but Nico's not going to allow it to go through. They do find the second, but a very costly round for Heroic. 4 players going down. Endpoint finding 4 frags there. Heroic need to do better than that if they want to keep this CT half clean. Nice opening from Testes. Just does Endpoint on the eco. They'll get the full buy in the next round. And all these kills just coming through. These are very economical frags. Few MP9 shots. Make the dream work for Heroic. They start to build up a bit of cash as they do keep a nice set of players alive. So 3-0 start for Heroic, but now Endpoint with the 5 AK-47s. We'll see if that's going to be enough to overthrow this Heroic buy up here. There's the Avcade on the AWP, a couple MP9s still, a couple M4s. We'll see if the AWP for Caden is going to be the decider between these two teams. I accidentally pressed control. Surreal, well, gets the kill. The Molotov finishes off what he started. And it looked like he lagged out a little bit there as he got blinded up, but still able to bring Endpoint an advantage in this one. And Kia is surreal, by the way. Kia is surreal. K-Man. Kia Seed, whatever you want to call him. Surreal. Well, he's going to be going down early this round. Borup finds 2 of the MP9 close range to give Heroic a huge advantage. And another one coming through as well. 40 seconds left. It's now Endpoint in such a awful position. Borup's been able to upgrade to an AK-47. Thomas finds 1 in return though, but still 3 more to get. 28 seconds left. Borup over in the pop dog now could probably get the ace here if he times his fight right. But a barrel spotted out, he's going to get taken down. The Molotov forces him into the peak. Storm trades out, but Thomas now finding 1 more and trying to find Tesses. Can't quite get it as he drops off the train. A close round, but no cigar for Endpoint. They do find a 4th. A lot of rebuys needed. They will get them through. Double AWPs actually now for them on the Heroic side. Cadian and Stone get them going once again. 3 M4s alongside it. Well, Endpoint just going to have to go for a half buy here. Some Tech 9, some Deagles. It's not really that strong of a buy. Endpoint. We'll see if they can find something with it, though. They've been sort of successful with them so far in this best of 3. Able to do a lot of damage. Catching Heroic off a few times. And there's an opening. Mighty Max absolutely nailing this down, and that's an AWP picked up as well. Nico gets 1, but the Tech 9 answers back, and Endpoint, they're just pistol players right now. Bring it into a 4-on-3. Borup's low as well. An AWP picked up, and Robin's going to be pushing for that rifle that was in Nico's hand, so they've got a couple weapons in a 4-on-3 now as well. Looks like Heroic just going to be saving at this point. Tesses is currently stuck around in Connect while his teammates are over in Long, so this is going to be the first round for Heroic for Endpoint, sorry, off the back of just pistols. Nice pushing towards a B site. Stown going down very early on with very wide peaks into that angle as well. It's pushing towards into the brown holes, but pays a price for it. Mighty Max a nice shot on the Deagle. Obviously, if you are Stown, you sort of have to maybe you don't want to be in a position there where Mighty Max is just able to one-shot you with a Deagle. Obviously, it's a nice shot still. You don't expect to get 1 Deagle all the time, but you do need to sort of place yourself so it's a little bit less likely. Now, Heroic, they do have the full buy. Those weapons saved helped out massively in this buy. They're able to get a full buy alongside saved weapons as Endpoint going to try and finish off their economy. A bit of a boost to their own economy. The previous round was down through the smoke. That is a beautiful first frag, but Thomas trades that out from the other side. He's looking for more as well. A second kill goes his way. Dealing with this Heroic buy. Borup over in the pop dog. It needs to be careful. I don't think the Molotov was going to spread on towards him, but he makes it just sure for himself. Now a 4-on-3. Nico pushing in from the connector, was able to find the IGL from Endpoint. Crucial still on the AWP though, positioned over in A main. Caden's going to try working in with an AWP as well from the old bomb. As he push forward, Nico just making sure nobody's going to be peeking them from heaven. Nobody is. And smoking the bomb. Nico finds Robin baited out by the smoke, but a 10-second defuse. Nico and Borup do have defuse kits themselves, and now it's just crucial 1 versus 2, but he can't collect it. And a Heroic fight back in a disadvantaged position on the retake. A beautiful sequence of kills come out from them. Find themselves a 5th, and Endpoint struggle to get themselves a 2nd now. They will have another buy up. Obviously, the bomb plant helps out massively alongside that half-buy victory. Endpoint themselves have crucial on the door up again. Heroic moving in the double AWPs once more. And in towards the hot dog. It's just absolute slaughter. Borup is on a tear so far this game. Looking for more. There's a 3rd. Go at it, son. Keep knocking down these Endpoint players. He just can't be stopped. TSS comes in now for the final 2. And how can you deal with that if you're Endpoint? There's just no... That's just out of... That's out of this world. Borup just... Exquisite. One word, exquisite. And now Endpoint just onto the pistols. So, as the history suggests, it's going to be Endpoint finding a 2nd round here with these pistols and the Hero AK from Thomas, although it's not quite a Hero AK. He does have a bit of cash in reserve still. He had a bit of extra excess to start off with, so... I mean, I'm okay with this. I'm not a fan of Hero AKs generally, as it just sends your economy way out of whack, and it's so hard to actually find anything with it. As he pushing towards the B side, Nico is able to take down Thomas, and a 2nd and a 3rd. Oh, beautiful from him. Almost finds the 4th, but it's now just Mighty Max, a 1 versus 4 on that nade. Surely going to dunk him. It will. Borup. You can tell when somebody's just like trying to see if the nade actually hits, because he just completely stands still and all their focus just turns. It is going to be Heroic 7-1 now against Endpoint, who will get themselves a full buy up again, but the economy for Heroic starting to blossom a little bit. A few players now over 6k for Heroic. They've got a couple buys in reserve if they need to. These double AWPs working out nicely for Heroic. They're not having to do too much work. The rifles sort of finding most of the kills in these rounds. Sound just catches a brief pixel of Crucial being run boosted across. Takes a shot but then just falls away. Doesn't want to get caught by the AWPer. This is the T side for Endpoint, so the CT side is pretty favoured on Train. This isn't over for Endpoint yet. I think he can secure a few more rounds in his half. It'll be a decent showing going into the CT side themselves. A very slow approach in this one. 40 seconds on the clock still. Aggression from Heroic to take A main, and that's going to reveal to the Heroic side that the attention for Endpoint probably over towards the B site, as Caden does catch Robin over towards the Ivy position with a nice flashbang assist from Stour. And as the Endpoint side push forward, 20 seconds on the clock, they need to get the bomb down. As they push forward, Stour is able to find one. Thomas does trade back, but it's still going to be Heroic with the advantage. And now TSS pushing forward, finds one as well. 10 seconds as the bomb does get planted, which Mighty Max and Crucial, both of them contained on the site. And Crucial trying to push forward, gets caught by Nico, leaving just the IGL for the Endpoint side to try and find anything he can't. Endpoint going to drop another round here. Heroic up to an 8th. This is looking very, very strong for the heroic side, but still plenty of time for Endpoint to try and fight their way back. It's not all over yet. I think if Endpoint aren't really able to find much more at this point, it's going to be a very tough time on the CT side, that's for sure. And it probably is going to be heroic taking this one, but obviously not over till the fat lady sings, so there's always opportunity. Well, less opportunity in this round as Tesses has just nailed Thomas. And an opening kill for a heroic, sorry. Meanwhile, Fnatic versus Nordavind has just gone to overtime on the final map. So that'll be the winner of that map will be playing whoever wins this one. And at the moment, it's looking like it's going to be heroic. Crucial is able to find one as he push on towards his A site. A trade out towards Ivy. Brings it into a 2-on-3, but with Robin going down, that surely seals Crucial's fate here. 50 seconds on the clock for him to play with. This would have to be a huge 1 versus 3. He's going to try pushing forward towards the sandwich position. Is being flanked now by Cadian, but Crucial finds a shot as Cadian just looks the wrong way for a moment. Crucial above him, needs to be careful. Nico still looking for him, and he will eventually find the shot. He's going to drop down and knife him instead. BM, but I love it. Nico deals with Crucial in style. Assassin's Creed. Is heroic who find another round. 9-1. Is able to find another kill as well for heroic here, so it's Endpoint at disadvantage with the pistols. They weren't really expecting much, I don't think. 2 players left in the 2-on-5. Bit of team damage, but it's really not going to matter. Cadian does just finish things off with the deagle. Is it single or double limb? It is a single limb at this point, so whoever loses this map is out, and Crucial will be the first to fall in this round. Down with another shot. Robin at 2-4. Thomas might be able to find one back, even while blinded, able to find the shot on towards Tesses, so at least 1 kill for the Endpoint side, but Thomas just eating a lot of nades. Mike Max went in to support his teammate, finds one up top of the train. Borup tries to answer back, but not able to, and Thomas bringing the advantage in towards the Endpoint side here. Heroic might be about to finally lose another round as it's just Cadian 1 versus 3. If he could pull this off, this would be magical as he gets flashbanged off the angle. He might be able to peek out and find Surreal. Decides not to instead. Just holding his ground now, waiting for the cross, which isn't going to come. But actually, as he pushes forward, his player does cross over, so he just misses the timing ever so slightly there. But pushing round the corner, he's going to spot Thomas. He will find the kill. Mighty Max and Surreal now 2 versus 1. Surely Cadian can't miss this one out. He has a smoke, he has a kit. He's going to throw the nade to try and do a lot of damage. And it does, but Surreal peeks him as he does that. So Endpoint do find a second round. And a much needed second round. We'll see if they can find any more here in these last few rounds. Going to need more than 2 by the time this half ends, that's for sure. Again, Heroic are going to have the opening in the round. Thomas, so low on HP. Just being battered over in A main here. Nice shot though for Crucial. Does equalise things. He catches down around the train. That nade almost catching Thomas. Puts him down to 8. Still a 4-on-4, so Endpoint still having a chance in this one. They just need to try and win some rounds. And, well, that's a gift from Tesses there. Going up the pop dog ladder. Thomas is waiting at the top of it and will collect the kill. So that's now Heroic at the disadvantage. But still, when looking so strong, they can definitely bounce back from having a disadvantage here. Nico on the site here could do a lot of damage for Heroic as they push forward. Are they going to check for him? No, they're not. Oh, Thomas has just walked on by. Nico's looking the wrong way, and he's going to push around the corner, find one. Crucial is quick on the trade, enough to deny him any more kills. Now Porritt pushing forward, might be able to find Crucial on that AWP. Cadian finding Mighty Max, leaves it all up towards Thomas, who is so far deep, he can't even get to the bomb to deny the defuse. It's going to be Heroic with another round, and they do bounce back in the deficit. 11th now for the Heroic side. The Danes making a case on the CT side. 2 rounds left to play for. The best Endpoint can hope to achieve is going to be 4, which isn't going to be nearly enough. A little bit of a love tap there from Borup onto Tesses. Gets a kill though, so I'm sure Tesses won't mind too much. There was a trade back from Surreal. On towards his B site coming through. Robin opens up one. Borup though on the site finding the trade, and Stoun's AWP finding one as well. Leads it just towards Mighty Max and Crucial. We're able to find one. Mighty Max with another one as well. Leads it just towards Cadian. And around the smoke. It's going to be a 3rd round for Endpoint. This half is starting to look a little better. If they can find this last round, that would be ideal. As they actually force Heroic into an awkward situation. They have enough money to buy up, but Nico's going to be left on a Deagle. Tesses on just a FAMAS. They do have the AWP for Cadian, but we'll see if just having a single AWP here is going to impact Heroic that much. Opening from Crucial. I'm assuming one of the other Endpoint players heard the scope close and called it out to Crucial to take the peek, and it works out wonderfully for Endpoint there. So they only have the advantage. We'll see if they can hold on to it, or it might be a little bit exposed as the smoke fades here. We'll see who's going to be able to get the better of each other. And well, definitely Mighty Max's Borup does not check that angle, so another kill coming through for the Endpoint side to try and find them a 4th round. At the end of this half, Nico in the smoke as it fades. He's going to start pushing forward, but Crucial ready for that one. And Endpoint just picking off these Heroic players at the moment. 5-on-2. This should just be Endpoint able to close this one down unless Stown could do something huge from the back of the grey train here. But flashbang in hand. Oh, Surreal hasn't spotted him. And he's going to be able to find a second one as well. A third, a huge spray down from Stown. Absolutely turns his round on its head. Robin will eventually take him down. The last player, Tesses, going to be coming from the Pop Dog position. Robin's going to drop a smoke and plant for Mighty Max here. Tesses not going to be close enough to deny it, but he finds Mighty Max instead. Now Robin swings out wide and will find the final kill, so it gets a little bit tense for Endpoint there at the end, but it will be a 4th round and a pause coming through between these games, between the halves, sorry. 4 at least for Endpoint is workable. It's at least gives you a bit of a buffer going on to that CT half. And well, this could be the final half between these two teams. We'll see if Endpoint are able to get off to a strong start. I think if Heroic do start off well, it's going to be so hard for Endpoint to bounce back. It's... I mean, Endpoint, obviously, a lot's resting on this pistol round. It's cliche to say, but the pistol round is going to be a big factor in how well Endpoint are able to sort of pull this one back. We'll have to see how it goes, though. Obviously, we can't make too many assumptions, but Heroic have been so strong on the pistol round so far in this best of 3. We'll see if Endpoint are going to be able to maybe switch up something for Train here, maybe find a few cheeky USP kills early on. We'll have to wait and see. A couple of rounds here early on would be very nice for Endpoint, just to build up a bit of economy, especially if they can keep it clean. That would be ideal. Obviously, Heroic will be wanting to try and shut this down as quick as possible as we do get live. Or we'll be getting live in just a moment. There's some believers in the chat believing that Endpoint can make the comeback. It is CT side Train, so it is anything's... I mean, I've seen stranger comebacks on CT side Train, that's for sure. Obviously, a bit of life in the Endpoint side at the end there of that half, finding a few rounds. It's good to see they're not completely flat on the face going into this next half. It's a bit of life, a bit of motivation. Excuse me, motivation. But obviously, Heroic with that huge lead, that's all the motivation they need. But Heroic definitely looking like the probable victors in this game. 11-4, 7 rounds of deficit. Endpoint need to string a lot of continuous rounds together as they push in towards the B site. A nice dink on towards Robin early on, but he's still alive. Surreal going down low as well. There's a lot of Endpoint players here now to try and find the frags, and it will be crucial who gets the opening. Testes, though, trades out on towards the low HP of Surreal. As he tries to cross across, he does take a couple of tags, but it will be Robin who finishes off that frag. Borup unable to save his teammate's life. It's an advantage again for Endpoint. And as Stout is shooting, nobody there. There's nobody on that train. Will eventually find Thomas's head. And as the Endpoint players push closer and closer, there's so much damage being done. But Crucial is the only player to find frags. It will be Heroic who do close out the pistol. The T's make it work, and they hold their ground against the British players. And it will be 12-4 now. Surely Endpoint going to have such a struggle to come back from this one. 8 rounds behind. A couple scouts coming through for Endpoint. UMP, a couple Deagles, while Heroic have the superior weaponry. A couple AKs, Galil, a couple Mac-10s. They'll hopefully just clean this one up. Be surprised if Endpoint managed to take this round. I mean, I'm expecting a few kills, but... well, there's the opening from Stown. That should just set the tone for this round. Second kill comes through as well. The Mac-10 just earning a bit of moolah. Eventually, though, Surreal will find one on the Deagle. A nice shot, looking for more. Forced off by the Molotov. Him and Thomas now left alive. 2 on 4. Endpoint just going to try and save this Deagle and the UMP into the next round. I mean, they're not going to have the buy up in the next round by forcing into this one. So hopefully... But, well, they're just hoping that they can find a kill or two on these pistols in the next round, the pistol and the UMP. Just anything to try and limit Heroic going forward. You're not going to be able to find the round here. You're going to struggle to find kills as well as your endpoint, so it makes sense just to save those weapons, even if they're not great weapons. It's going to be a lot better than basic USPs. Aggression from Mighty Max towards Ivy isn't going to work, but Crucial is on that USP. His teammate's falling around him, but he still managed to pick up a kill in the madness. Takes a lot of damage, though, through the smoke. Waiting for his teammates to rotate in. There's still that Deagle and the Max 10 alive, and there's a Deagle coming in with a kill. So a couple now for Endpoint that bring it in towards a 3-on-3. Looking for more, and he gets another one as well. Beautiful shots from Surreal, but Borup and Stown still alive, and they're finding frags. Now it's just Surreal, 1 versus 2. He has armor, he has a Deagle, has a smoke and a flashbang. And he has the aim, but can he find the shots here? Borup looking the wrong way, not able to capitalize as he not able to find that single shot that was needed. Both these players just 1 bullet away from dying. 1 bullet to the chest is enough, and Surreal, be careful. Dropping the smoke, tried to get away, but he can't find the shots, and it looks so possible there for Surreal, but it's going to be 14-4 for Heroic. A 10-round lead that Endpoint need to try and claw back. It's not over, but it's probably over. No pause taken. They don't need it. Mighty Max, Glass Cannon AWP. Crucial has an AWP as well, but at least he has armor. We'll see if these AWPs can try and find the opening for Endpoint. Maybe turn the tide of this round as it's Cadian solo warping for Heroic side. Heroic will be hoping they can get onto match point here. And ready to totem all the way down. Robin absolutely nailed to the wall there. Nice opening for the Heroic side. Committing a lot to that fight, but they do win it out. Mighty Max. Be watching for this smoke, but actually turns away just as Stown pushes through it. Another kill for the Heroic side. Nicely executed. Surreal eventually finds one back. But as this push comes in, well, what they think the push is going to be coming in towards the B site, it's actually going to be the attention towards the A site that's needed. Crucial with the AWP, looking for the cross, shoots as a nade flies by. He just watches one sail straight into his noggin there. And looks like Endpoint just going to be saving. Bomb planted. A 4-on-3. They're going to allow Heroic onto 15, and it's going to need to be 11 in a row here. And that is... It's a full time. It's a full time for Endpoint. They started off so strong in this game, taking Heroic on their map pick. They lost Vertigo, their own map pick, 16-9, and it's ended up here at a pretty poor final map, all things considered. 14-4, about to be 15-4. Thomas finding a few frags here, just keeping himself alive. But it is 15-4 now. And Endpoint have no chance for mistakes anymore. No chance whatsoever. I mean, I just don't see the possibility here. They can maybe find a few rounds, Endpoint, make the scoreline a little bit nicer on the eyes, but Really, it's just been Heroic who have been barreling all over Endpoint this map. And sort of over the end of Vertigo as well. Endpoint only able to find one round on that CT side of Vertigo. Crucial opening things up in this round, gives a bit of life to this Endpoint side as they desperately hold on to hope. Not over yet, but Cadian starts to dash that hope with tears as he does find Thomas, and now they're pushing someone in towards the A site to try and seal things off. Nico with one, Robin trades it out, but Down is ready and waiting. The bomb dropped on the site by Mighty Max brings things into the 2-on-2, so they're still trying to hold on to what's left of this round, and Mighty Max finding another one leaves it just up towards Cadian, a 1 versus 2. Both of these players are low, but he's still wielding the AWP. And he's surely able to find one. He spots them both out. Oh, he gets the first, but Mighty Max quick on the tray before Cadian can switch to the pistol. And it will be Endpoint who do find themselves a 5th. At least one round here on the CT side. And Heroic, they're going to be just left on a 4 spy. Couple AKs, Mac 10, couple of Deagles. So Endpoint have broken the economy, and now they're given a chance to maybe try and extend themselves a bit of an economy. Try and close up the rounds as Heroic going fast towards this B site by looks things. Surreal drops the smoke, has an MP9 up close, but it's Mac 10 that wins it out, just straight in towards the B site from the Heroic side. Crucial able to answer back with one, Mighty Max with one as well, but Crucial does go down, leaving things in a 3-on-3. Robin taking quite a bit of damage there. Now in the Molotov, taking even more. Down to 20 points of health he goes. Tessa has taken so much aggression. Deep through the B site. Holding these CTs over towards the connector. Now they try and push out. Tessa can do so much from where he's positioned. He gets one, just pulls back. Doesn't need to fight anymore. Endpoint, a 2 versus 3 here to try and keep themselves in this game. I think it's going to be all over as Down finds one more, all up towards Thomas, who's able to get one, but as the timer ticks down, he has no time. It's all over. Endpoint losing 16-6 against Heroic on the final map of this best of 3, and it will be Heroic who advances through the closed qualifier here. Good showing from Endpoint in the first map, dropped off, although in the Vertigo matchup, and then it's been a bit of a mare on this final map of Train. Heroic come out the better team, and